What up, Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming at you, getting off from work. And, you know, I was having a good day. I was having a real good day. You know, I'm doing my job. I got my Cowboys mask on and everything. And I saw that Law Nation put out a short little snippet of a video where Dan Orlovsky admitted that he manipulates numbers to fit his narrative. You know, that's what he admitted. He fits his narratives by manipulating Dak Prescott's numbers. As if we didn't know he already did that, right? So I said, okay, it's true. He does do that. And I went on to proceed that, shout out to Mark Holmes, made a video about the very exact thing, that numbers have been manipulated in Dak Prescott's case to make him seem that he's worse than what he is. And that in history, only 6 quarterbacks, at least active ones right now, have a winning record against elite teams. Elite teams, right? And I don't know who makes up the terms, who comes up with elite teams being, I guess, the stat line of 10 wins plus. That's the cut line. If you can't beat 10 win teams by the end, the team has to be at 10 wins at the end of the year. Now, granted, the team could suck at the beginning of the year and lose 4 games or more, but by the end of the year, they're over 10 wins by the time the season's over, right? So it doesn't matter if the quarterback beats them while they were bad. That doesn't matter. Wins and losses doesn't matter, right? It's just, oh, you beat him when he becomes 10 wins, that means you're an elite quarterback. Not the team, the quarterback. Okay. So that's Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G is an elite quarterback using those stats that he can beat elite teams. Not Drew Brees, not a Peyton Manning, not an Eli Manning, not some of these other guys, but those 6 only. So, you know, I'm like, okay, well, using that logic, and there's an article up, I think by Sportsline, about a year ago, that states that Dak Prescott can't beat 10 win plus teams since they want to say since 2016, but here's where a lot of stats get you. They throw out Dak Prescott's rookie year right off the bat. Isn't that a manipulation of numbers by taking out his rookie year, saying that doesn't count? I think that's a straight, blatant manipulation of numbers to begin with. Apparently, some don't see it that way. So I've spent the last hour of work arguing with some dude online on YouTube about these manipulated numbers. And the guy doesn't spout facts. He doesn't say anything new. Every other comment back is the same stat line, that Dak Prescott is 19th in QBR versus teams with 10 plus wins. That's it. He took one part of one paragraph out of the whole article and has fell on the sword with that one little paragraph. That's it. That Dak Prescott has been like 5-13. Yeah, 5-13 against 10 plus win teams. Now, when you're having a conversation, you want the conversation to continue in a flowing manner. But the person I'm talking against, he's flip-flopping between elite teams to just a winning team. So which is it? You talking winning team, that's an 8 to 8 plus win games, right? 8 plus wins. Dak is well over fucking 5-13 against 8 plus win teams. at the end of a season. It's that your numbers are bullshit. That's what I'm trying to tell this guy. That he's just using some old article from a year ago in 2020 to try and make a point that's full of it. That the writer himself is just making up numbers and taking stuff out of context to try and manipulate people into thinking Dak's not that good. And I don't know why I kept talking back to the guy, because like I said, he took a snippet of the whole article and fell on the sword order. And the very next fucking sentence said Dak against nine win teams and down is what, 35-11? So he can beat competition, but in your eyes, if he's not beating 10 plus win teams every fucking year, he's not elite. And I just said only 6 starting quarterbacks out of 32 are your so-called elite. And I don't count Jimmy G, who's been injured or not played at all, in this category. Because he can show up one week, beat a team that's 2-3 at the time, and then they go on to have a winning record, and you say he's elite because that's the ending record? Like, it just blows my mind how stupid some of the people are out here that are using the talking heads bullshit and doing the exact same thing. I mean, the whole point of Law Nation putting out the snippet was that talking heads and guys on social media manipulate stuff to fit their narrative. And then this guy goes on to proceed to do exactly that. He's a hypocrite. He's literally doing what we just said people that hate Dak will do. And he literally wrote down in the comments that if you don't take 2016 into account, then he's not that good. I'm like, oh my fucking God. You're taking out stats like Carson Wentz would have been an MVP in 2017 if he didn't get hurt. But was he MVP? But they won a Super Bowl though. But was he MVP and involved in that Super Bowl? No. No and no. So tell me, how are we still focused so fucking much on Dak goddamn Prescott and what he can and cannot do in a fucking team sport when he's not the one on defense letting other teams run up shit on him? He's not the guys with a shitty special teams that has crap for field position to start. I mean, dude, what the hell are we arguing about? If you don't like Dak, give me some real facts. Don't just say, oh, he's not good against 10 plus win teams. How often is Dak and the Cowboys going against 10 plus win teams in a season? I mean, at the point, they're not playing them as a 10-win team. It's not like you started the season and Pittsburgh was 11-0. No, Pittsburgh still was working on that 11-0 when we played them. So if we beat them, would you say Garrett Gilbert is an elite quarterback? Because they ended up over 10 wins. Well, by that guy's logic, I guess Garrett Gilbert should be among one of the elite because he almost beat a 10-win team, right? He'd have been 1-0. Okay, enough of my rant. Some people just get me started, and you know what? After a whole hour of freaking arguing with this guy, I just had to shut it off. I just had to stop because he's never going to get it. He's just using an old article. He's not getting his mind changed or anything. He's believing whatever the hell he's out there to read instead of actual factual Cowboys writers' information. He just takes some outsider's bull and the guy's numbers that he throws out rookie years. Like, no, because Dak Prescott was so good in 2016, we can't count that. It's just full of shit, and guys who pay attention to that stuff, I don't have time for anymore, you know? That's why I haven't made any videos like every day regarding this contract situation, because it's fucking ridiculous. People are just saying whatever they want to say, doing whatever they want to do, trying to convince the world that Dak Prescott isn't worth what he's worth. And yet, a lot of guys who've gotten paid more money over Russell Wilson aren't worth it either, but yet here they are. But that's all I want to say. Go home and work on a car tonight, pulling into a garage and do some work. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Take care. Stay safe out there. This is VA Dallas Cowboy fan. Out.